from the city of brotherly love. MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Philadelphia Phillies. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Aaron Nola gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, his last start wasn't a particularly good one, and he was rattled around a little bit. Couldn't get through the 4th inning. He's going to have to look to rebound here. He's going to need much better stuff than he took to the mound in his last start.
Now at the plate is Ozzie Smith. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
St. Louis, the shortstop, Ozzie.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Good night for scarves and mittens. It's 48 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-1 home. Now this is lined into left field, a base hit, so he kicks off the festivities with a ringing single.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and he's back easily. So now to the plate, Lou Brock, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back. Comes set, and the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. It's going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, you got to get rid of it quick.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Here comes the 1-2.
Inside ball.
A runner at first with no outs here. That misses, so the count goes full now to the second batter of the ball game.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Thoughts, Dan, who stands out?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 spot right now. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. 0-1 pitch on its way. And it's 1-1. Just getting started here in Philly.
Nope,
2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Drilled on the ground is short. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Jack Flaherty will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Big arm here, Jack Flaherty. Call him Jack Flash. This guy throws in the upper 90s, 97 to 100 miles an hour. Great life up in the zone. Good hard breaking ball. He has tremendous mound presence. Gets the ball, throws it in a hurry. There isn't anything really finesse about this guy. One of the top power pitchers in all of baseball.
And stepping in, Richie Ashburn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a ball 1-0. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Quick turnaround after a short little homestand, Matty. 4-2 though. They played well, taking 4 out of the 6 games they had to in front of the home crowd. They walk into this environment on the road today looking to set the tone for this road trip.
Nope. 2-1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Bouncer up the middle, scooped up, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Batting second.
With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan, please?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He's hitting over .350 versus right-handed pitching on the season. And today, he has another right-hander on the mound. I don't know what it is or how he picks up the ball so well, but he is sure putting up great numbers against them.
Gene Segura standing in. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Got him to go down swinging there. Gene Segura becomes out number 2 this inning. So next to the plate for the Phils, Andrew McCutchen. And you can see great numbers over the past few games. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
2 out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. High and deep down the left field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-2.
Hold down. 3-2.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's taken for strike 1.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone.
2 takes and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give a guy at first a chance to run.
0-2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1 left for Philadelphia. We are still scoreless. Second inning set to go, and next it'll be the flip-footed first baseman, Mark McGwire. Now the pitch.
Count 1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
The 1-1. It's laid off for ball 2. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And another foul ball. The 2-2.
3 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So next to bat will be Yadier Molina. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. From the stretch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
No strikes.
Pick your poison in this situation right here. I know that runner on first is certainly affecting his mechanics, but now you're down 2-0, and you got to find a way to get back in his strike zone.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He's really going to need to keep the walks down in this start. He's in danger of walking the second guy in 2 innings here.
And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Next up, Stan Musial. And the pitch.
Hey, two options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. None out, runners at first and second. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. The 1-2. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And that one is gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year, and the Cardinals lead it now 3-0.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's gone 3 for 8. 3 runs already home here. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Tommy Edman, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. That one's in there. 3-1.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full. 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Smoked on the ground left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
That brings in Tommy Edman as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Edman just rakes left-handed pitching. There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. In the dirt here, and almost had him, but he's able to make it back to first safely. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Hoskins is over to take a look at it, and this is going to be a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. Again, another foul ball.
Nope.
A knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4. There's 1. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
At the plate, Jack Flaherty. And they will have him bunting with 1 away as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Ozzie Smith, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Here's the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 3 balls and a strike to the Cardinals shortstop. Lou Brock would be next. And he fouls this one off. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now a 3-0 lead for St. Louis. Stepping up is JT Realmuto. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
First offering.
Nope, at the ball.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
The 1-0. Popped him up. Molina moving to his left. 1 down.
Batting 6.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Here comes Jimmy Rollins. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Flaherty is a strikeout master on the mound. It will not be uncommon to see him reach a double-digit strikeout total when he goes out there. He uses that to his advantage in just about every start.
He sure does, Matty B. And I think one of the keys for him is he gets ahead in the count early. You'll know if he's on when he gets strike 1, strike 2 early on, and then he expands the zone, has great command of his pitches, and has a knack for making hitters chase pitches out of the strike zone.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Hit out towards second. He's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting seven, the first baseman, Reese Hoskins.
Now it'll be Rhys Hoskins. In his career versus this pitcher, he's 1 for 5. Here's the first pitch. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slow little roller to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Top of the third set to get underway, and standing in the rookie outfielder, Lou Brock. Now the first pitch.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Well-located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Grounded to short. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Michael Lee. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
2 balls and a strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
1 out, nobody on. To 2-2 now.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And with it, the Cardinals have increased their lead 4-0.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
To the plate now, Mark McGuire. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. McGuire Stands at an impressive 6'5", swings the bat and throws right-handed. This is his first year at the big league level. High in the air out to center field. McCutchen is there, 2 gone.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Stepping in once again is Yadier Molina. He worked the walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. Now here's the pitch. And he hits it hard to the right side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, pitching poorly once like he did in his last start, it's going to happen here or there, but he's struggling here again too, and there has to be some concern. And part of it is probably psychological. He's got to get those here we go again thoughts out of his head.
Into the box, Stan Musial. Lifted down the line in left. Ashburn is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We played 2.5. It's now 4-0 St. Louis. Digging in will be Brad Miller. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one.
Brad Miller.
First pitch on its way. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And the pitch on 2-1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Aaron Nola, and we'll likely see him square around to bunt. First offering.
Ball.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
And he pops up the bunt attempt. The catch is made on the mound, and that's the first out.
The left fielder, number 1, Richie.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Richie Ashburn, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on the way.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
0-1, here's the pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And it's fouled away. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. And another throw over, and he'll get back in safely. 1-2. Here it comes. Lays off 2-2 now.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit on the ground to third. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. They're down 4-0. Here's Nolan Arenado as we begin the top of the fourth.
The third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
First offering on its way. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Arenado, the former Colorado Rocky. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
This will kick up against the wall now. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
At the plate now, Tommy Edman. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. Arenado blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's safe at the plate as they extend the lead to 5-zip.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8th, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Into the box now, Jack Flaherty. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. On to first, and they get the double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball, too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
In now, Ozzie Smith. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he got him. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Phillies nothing. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Gene Segura looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now the pitch. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Arenado has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Next, it'll be Andrew McCutchen, singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
1-0 the count. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Bryce Harper.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-0.
Ball, that pitch is out.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
3-1 to him now. Into the windup and the pitch. And this one misses for ball 4. So the Phillies have got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Next, here is JT Realmuto, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch on the way.
Hey!
Use the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And he just manages to get his hand in. Here's the pitch. Pitch inside the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. Might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
2 out here and a runner at second. Grounded back up the middle. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Phillies strand 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Chase Anderson, the 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Number 57, Chase Anderson.
New inning set to get underway, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Lou Brock.
Leading off to St. Louis, the left fielder, Lou Brock.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Michael Lee stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. 1-1.
You can tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the pitch.
That's ball 3.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot, as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 25, Mark McGuire.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mark McGuire. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Ashburn retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they hold a 5-0 lead. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Joe Girardi during the commercial break about the Phillies offense, and he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today, and while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So now into the box is Jimmy Rollins. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base pass if they can get somebody on.
Lays off 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up, and that's the first down.
The first baseman, number 17, Reed Hoskins.
So 1 down, no one aboard. And that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. First offering on its way.
Whoa, that's down.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it, and quickly there are 2 away.
Now
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Stepping in now, Brad Miller. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
We'll get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 28, Alex Moore.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Two out, nobody on. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. But the Phils draw a bit closer thanks to this solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Ranger Suarez takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 55.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next will be the power-hitting catcher, Yadier Molina. First offering.
Back outside.
Now the 1-0.
Nope, outside. Aye.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Heading out towards shallow right. Harper has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the center fielder, Stan
Musial will stand in as we'll flash you back to the 2nd inning as you get a look at this key 3-run home run. Now the first pitch. Lefty against lefty here as this is taken for a ball. 1-0. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Hit down the third baseline. Suarez, a 25-year-old. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end. And he fouls this one off. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. So 2 gone now in the St. Louis half of the 6th. And in next, it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 1-0. Fouled away. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. All even now, 2-2.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
The 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 2-2 one more time. He's at the knees and called strike 3. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're up 5-1. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Richie Ashburn. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher stuff.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner, and a pretty generous corner at that, as that's the first down of the inning. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
G. Segura.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First delivery to him. And he lays off there, 1-0. Ball 2 now. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, center fielder, Andrew.
Next to hit is Andrew McCutcheon. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First pitch coming, here it is. Hit back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. Throwing to second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. 7th inning coming up. Cards lead it 5-1. David Hale is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Phillies. Number 41. David Hale.
To the plate now, Tommy Edman.
The second baseman.
Now a flare out to left center. Rollins is there for it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jack Flaherty.
1 gone for the Redbirds in the 7th, and the pitcher digs in next. It'll be Jack Flaherty. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Seventh inning here in a 5-1 ball game. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another 0-2 home. Bouncer up the middle. Reined in. On to first, and there were 2 down. Couldn't have been much closer at first, and as show track will demonstrate for us, it took a throw of over 90 miles an hour just to beat the hustling runner. Really an amazing show of arm strength on that play. Into the box, Ozzie Smith. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Behind 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. The 0-2 once more. Soft liner to the left side. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
The left fielder, number 12.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. One left for the Cardinals. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And it's fouled away. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Back up the middle. It's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Brock waits on it.
He's got it one away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jimmy Rollins. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And he misses again, 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0. Too high. And it's 3-0.
3-0.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling, compose yourself, and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. The 3-1. Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full. Chopped weakly to the left.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back easily. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll leave here with one out in the 7th as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. Giovanni Gallegos takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
Giovanni Gallegos.
Rhys Hoskins will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
The 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes one swing.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
The slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Here now the 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Brock's in pursuit, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
the third baseman, number 13.
Next, it'll be Brad Miller. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First offering on its way. And that's in there for strike 1. Two down, runners at first and second. Oh, and 2 the count to Miller.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Phillies leave a couple. They're down here 5-1. And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. Sam Coonrod will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Mike Schmidt will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
The right fielder, Michael Lee.
First offering.
0-1, no strike.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Oh, man, right there. Just an incredible play from one of the best shortstops in the game. Great job going to his backhand, but it's the release that makes all the difference, boys. With speed going down the line, he had to throw that across the diamond super fast, and he did just that. Any slower with the exchange, and I think that's a knock. Awesome play.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the 0-1.
That's the heavy sinker right there. He has the ability to get ground balls when he needs them, potential double play situations, or to get that jam job with no one on base, that tapper right back to the pitcher. One of the toughest pitches to hit in the game.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And
that's out.
2-2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Standing in now, Yadier Molina, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. One-0 count. Here it is.
That's in. Ball 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ashburn able to track it down for the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're up 5-1. So now to the plate, Mike Schmidt. And he's getting his
For the
first plate
Phillies,
appearance here in the 8th
the third
after
baseman,
entering off the bench
Mike
just a little bit ago.
Schmidt.
And the pitch. Fouled off. And there's ball one.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
A ball and 2 strikes.
One ball,
Cardinals are going to
2
get
strikes.
something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Here comes the 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
2 strikes.
And he fouls this one off. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears
The
back
left
and
fielder,
blows
number
smoke
1,
by a guy at the letters.
Richie
That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And
Ashburn.
for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
At the plate, Richie Ashburn towards second. And this is taken for the out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the second baseman, Gene Segura.
So here is Gene Segura. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First pitch of the AB now. Pops this one up. McGuire trying to get there, and no one will get this one.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Now the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. Phillies down in order. They're down 5-1. All set to start the 9th in this one. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Stan Musial. Now here's the first offering.
Ball that's outside.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Hey!
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. A ball that's carrying. Leaps high at the wall as he makes the catch. And he took away extra bases right there. And now here is Nolan Arenado. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Ball
1 strike.
One out, nobody on. Good take there, and it's 2-1 now to the St. Louis third baseman. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now the payoff pitch home. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the 2nd out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
So now to the plate, Tommy Edman, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his 2nd base hit of the game.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Tyler O'Neill will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for St. Louis, number 27, Tyler O'Neill.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
As he'll take a look at ball 1. Two out with the man at first. Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Hey.
Throw over to the bag.
Hey.
In there, 1-2 now.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Here comes the 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 2nd home run early in the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
And with 1 swing at a bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed. He's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on 2nd or 3rd. And if you leave something over the heart of the plate, that's what can happen.
At the plate now, Ozzie Smith. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Another one sent foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. But the Cards do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run dinger. Last chance coming up for the Fightin' Phils. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Phillies 1. Jordan Hicks, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 12, Jordan Hicks.
So stepping in is Andrew McCutcheon. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, his wheels got him in trouble a little bit last time. Tried to take advantage, thought the defense was napping a little bit. In retrospect, maybe he should have just shut it down and steal second base.
And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
To the plate now, Bryce Harper, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. JT Realmuto is on deck. Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. Throw on the first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Phillies down to their final out now. And in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. Here's the first pitch to him.
Counts 1-0.
2 out, nobody on. That evens it up, 1-1. Here it comes. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Oh, that's
3-1.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. And he is out at second base. And, partner, that's going to do it for this one.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
7-1, the final score in tonight's. The Cardinals took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Jack Flaherty takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Aaron Nola was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 7 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. For Philadelphia, 1 run, 5 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.